Hi, everyone, and happy return to the help coin. We succeeded. The weekend is here. Imagine that by this time next year, the 525 and 25 line will be intriguing. I'm eager to say, listen, we will discuss the current state of the XRP ledger in this episode. We're going to discuss what we would have said if you hadn't been in his Twitter area the other day when he discussed their movement and their strategy for the Examine wallet. We're going to talk about Bitcoin whales and what they're buying. Many of you may be familiar with it as the Sum wallet. Doctor Fanda tweets something. He says, I woke up this morning and it's almost go time. On my phone, I noticed a small price alert moving down. As you are aware, XRP is off, and that's what I like to see when I wake up on Saturdays. Without further ado, let's get started. Everyone, over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has increased by 2.55% to $69,000, while Ethereum has reached $739. 0.6 and 6% goes to both USDT and USDCC at their respective 99-cent pegs, while XRP is a mean lean 53 cents. 1.63% is what it is. Though we haven't completely left the woodworks yet, we are making progress. Examining the chart, you can see that there was a slight retracement after the worst worries were dropped twice, and that we are now beginning to rise. Restart. Over the previous 30 days, we have at last exhibited a hint of green. TikTok people, it's almost here. I also look fantastic. Is my Chainlink currency performing well? Oh, $17, that's nice. With that bad boy, we have big financial gains. Not too bad for a total cryptocurrency market cap of $2,599 billion. Is this the right time now? Now let us switch to BitThump. BitThump is arguably one of the few projects that has received funding from Ripple that has truly thrived and accomplished amazing things. They've accomplished incredible things lately. Your wallet can have a name. It was NFT Explorers. You may look for daily, monthly, and annual transaction volume. You can view the most popular NFTs. They have accomplished so much. If you don't already support BitThump, do so now. Proceed to assist them. Projects like these are what we need to continue. We'd say when to release this. I adore this concept. Give ventures credit as they gain momentum and expand. Many projects have received funding from Ripple for grants, but they haven't done anything with it. I won't list every project here. However, for those of you who have been around and are aware of these projects receiving funding and grants, please have a look at them. A few of the larger ones had millions, but the most are no longer even in existence. They have left this place. In other words, what and how should Ripple be doing? It's easy if Ripple wants to. First, you go through the selection procedure. If you are selected to receive $1 million, Ripple should set up and not give you the money right now. They simply set up and followed the roadmap because it is required, and I had already gone over it. As you are aware, we will have a built-in month in the first month to complete this. Allow them to publish their roadmaps and then gradually distribute funds to them when they reach these benchmarks. No project should receive funding if it is merely an idea and has not been implemented. And if you require funding to complete your project, money shouldn't be handed to you either, because you shouldn't have begun a project if you didn't have the resources to complete it. For example, let's say you go to open a restaurant and receive 75% of what you want. Oh, well, we can't reach 100% because at this point we truly believed that we had the ideal idea and that someone would come along and provide the funding to see it through to completion so we could launch without any problems. Not in that manner at all. After you debut, want funding in order to place orders. In order to staff and hire, money will be needed if Ripple continues to fund that 100%. No, you shouldn't even pay attention to businesses unless they have at least $1 million in revenue. Instead, you should have Ripple. That's my sincere belief. Perhaps we might use that number to play. We made the adjustment to $100,000, so you ought to have been able to demonstrate to Ripple a consistent stream of revenue. Not only that you had a fantastic month or two due to miraculous IDO, you paid a number of individuals to promote your project. And since Ripple shouldn't fund it, in my opinion, it's a dying project. You haven't done anything. A project that is expanding and consistently profitable month after month after month is one that should be funded. Additionally, it is a project that Ripple should want to support. That is, someone who had 1 or 2 successful months at first and then did nothing else. I said, you know what? I'm over the justification. Yes, we had a fantastic month or two, but over the past 10 months, we have been constructing. What have you been constructing? Why aren't you earning any money? That's a major warning sign. You shouldn't have to wait 10 months to deliver anything. I apologize. Folks, consider that one. Solana XRP may be a potential ETF candidate. Stand to accuse stating that these articles are being published. These articles are shifting from left to right. Hold the charge of custodial while discussing Solana ETFs and XRP ETFs. What topic have I been discussing on this channel? They're all heading here. So should we purchase an XRP ETF first? Will an ETF for Solana be released first? perhaps one similar to an ETF for Dogecoin. We won't merely have a theory with Bitcoin. Many of these assets are ETFs. We'll offer ETFs in addition to their merchandise. Someone is yelling and kicking that you should not want an ETF since they are securities products. Put an end to our desire for ETFs. If ETFs are successful, we want institutional money to come in, only reveal the assets that have our ETF artist security, leave out any other assets that are either unprotected or floating around freely. This isn't the stock exchange. Surely it's not the same thing. When an asset is decentralized, it is entirely different. This is the kind of content that interests me to see on Maximus Prime. It seems like he's upset. It appears that he is quite irate. He asks, how do we get some bent over for years? It is our destiny to be the one selected. He continues by cursing at a few superiors, which causes ripples, ridicules the appropriate party, and the companies take out shots. I enjoy this and this kind of not considering, however, this kind of hostility given what this is telling me and the fact that I'm in 2017. I've witnessed a lot of this throughout my life. In fact, the last 7 years have seemed like 70 years. We are near. This thing is about to burst apart and start ripping. Over the summer, there will be a lot of cryptocurrency movements. After that, there will be a few boys and a few side events leading up to the elections, and there will be even more of them. After the elections, there will be a crippling pump, and in 2025, the markets will see an absolute explosion. It cannot be fought, is it? All we can do is wait and see when the boom comes. What time will the Bitcoin boom begin? That comes to 74,000. It's a Saturday, and we're up over 2.5%. Given that Bitcoin whales bought 134 billion of the cryptocurrency in a single day, a bounce to 70,000 may not be far off. At 69,207, it appears to be quite close to me. You obtain large quantities of Bitcoin while traveling overseas. I'll refer to this as a den once more, as I have in the past. The bottom range for Bitcoin was in the amount of 60,000, and I will be updating the pinned tweet on that page. Yes, we briefly touched below and had 58,000 before rising back up. That's all right. Yes, there was no weekly close that we were given. There was no monthly close. Apologies. The 60,000 mark was the lowest. You had the chance to purchase things. From here, it's up to you. Dude, are you able to give us a glimpse of your sideways chop chop? Yes, that's correct. But can we still view this object? Before it goes back up, go back down and retest at 60,000? Naturally, what is the really straightforward indication that we are examining? And the channel's numbers have consistently been extremely straightforward and transparent. That's what you were looking at, 74,000. The 74,000 Bitcoin break is on. You may be unfamiliar with this, but keep in mind that 2024 will be the year of Bitcoin. If your preferred cryptocurrency doesn't reach a new peak this year, don't lose heart. Not that your alts won't rise, mind you. They will rise. However, the ultimate goal is for Bitcoin to soar above $100,000 before money starts to rotate out in the following year, and all coins pump and explode throughout 2025. After that, you know what we do. We cash out and plunge back into the market's bottom sometime in 26 and restock, re-energize, and get back on track. Even Dr. Fender admits it's near. What more could one want for in a gorgeous thumbnail, I suppose? It's near. A chart is present. Your supports 52 and 51 are there. We don't want it to collapse there in order to be extra simple. I will never be able to break 50 cents during this bull market again. The chart's next stop is indicated. 58 and 68 must be completed before moving on to 75. 75 cents is the crucial figure. I'm telling you now, we have to turn 75 cents into our new basis support before we can fight. And if that doesn't happen, we're going to lose badly. We are going to shatter $1. At that point, we will begin to aim and set our goals for XRP at a new all-time high. You had better get set.